Hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Paper Mario Blind. I apologize a little bit for what's going on, because this is actually post-commentary. You may or may not be able to tell. But, it's a little weird doing post-commentary, because I haven't done post-commentary in such a long time. This little opening battle here, I kind of left it in, mostly because it was so ridiculously hard and interesting to watch at first. So we got the Medi guy here. Medi guys are emergency workers of the Shy Guy Corps. There's their stats. They have the power to heal their wounded companions. Of course, they also attack. We better hurry up and take them out of the mix. It's a pain if they all keep fixing up the damage we cause. And they actually kind of showed off that skill pretty well in this battle and made it very, very difficult. So it was quite an interesting, hard fight to win. Bit of a hard thing doing post-commentary, because I haven't done it in such a long time, because it's so out of my element. And out of what I like to do in general for my Let's Plays. Even more so because this is a blind Let's Play, and it's a lot harder to keep the reactions as genuine, but luckily there wasn't a whole lot this episode that had happened that was super worthy of the blind reactions. So, I mean, like, this fight here is getting very intense, because this guy keeps summoning in more and more guys. It's getting to be quite the hassle. It's actually a legitimate problem. I can't remember exactly how I took care of them, but I guess it looks like I'm going to use the Fire Flower, which is probably not a bad idea, or I'd probably heal on actually this turn. Yeah, it looks like healed. I considered that Fire Flower. You can tell me. Excuse me. You can tell me considering. Sorry, it's been a long day. Thanksgiving and all that. Like, that's when this post-commentary is going up, even though I recorded this last week. So I hope everyone had a happy Thanksgiving for those of you who celebrate it in America. For those of you, I believe, in Canada, it was already last month, so, you know, you guys already had your turn. But anyway, I hope everyone had a good holiday, for those of you who celebrate it. So, I'm probably a little apathetic right now, mostly because of food coma and all that stuff. Had a good time with some friends. They invited me over. It was mostly just kind of one thing I spent most of the day with, but it was still fun hanging out with her. So, now we finally take out the mini guys. They were quite the hassle. And now that with them gone, the rest of the fights actually goes pretty easy. And I'm probably getting into more of this episode. I don't know why. What happened is that while I was trying to recording, like, my audio just suddenly stopped recording about an hour into my recording session. So, excuse me again. Sorry about that. So I tried to just kind of pick back up where I left off, but that didn't actually work. So, that didn't quite work out. So hopefully this, what am I saying? I'm a little confused. I apologize about that. And here, this whole time I was trying to bomb this little Shy Guy here, and spoilers, it didn't really work, because he was a little too smart and too fast for me. But, probably getting into more of this level soon. I'm getting the impression, the same as everyone else, that this chapter is not as interesting as some of the previous ones so far, because it's a journey into a toy box, which is an interesting idea, but at the same time, so far it's lacking the draw that some of the other chapters have had, especially when it comes to traveling to new locations. I mean, I'm still gonna give this chapter the benefit of the doubt and kind of, why did I cut out more of this? And I cut out most battles, so, especially because I don't want to post-commentate over them either. So, narrow down about, let's say, 35, maybe 40 minutes of recording down to about 20 minutes, which is not bad, especially considering how much of it was just kind of fights and stuff like that. So, here we are. I'm actually returning the store key again, but this time I'm actually giving it to him in person. As opposed to like last time where I just kind of walked right up and opened the door. Not that it really makes much of a difference, only some minor dialogue changes. Guess it makes Mario look like a slightly better person. Sorry about that. Again, the yawns. It's just midnight now, and I've had quite the long day already. So, yeah, there's the toy train, there's the items, and of course I'm going to make the mistake of not storing some items, so I'm going to lose my mushroom. I'm pretty sure mushroom was what I got rid of, because it's the most obvious choice to get rid of, because it's so easy to replace. Man, this recording session was plagued with some issues, like that whole episode, 2 episodes back about finding that stupid palm tree, but that was my own dumb fault. And see, like that, you can tell there, the mushroom's gone, not a big deal. But, some quick little things, cause I need to talk about something. I have some Let's Play plans coming up here for the near future. By the time you guys see this, we should be right near the beginning of December. We're probably at the very end of November right now, actually, by the time you guys are seeing this. And here, oh, actually, well, you kind of just jump back to that one secret area, and I actually discovered that there's a lot of Shy Guys in this room carrying items. And I felt so bad about beating the crap out of that one. There's a bit of a delay there, that's weird. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much problems. But, so I felt really bad about picking on that one guy. And I found out this is basically just kind of like a little mini grinding room, and that guy got some cake mix. And that other one there, as a very important item, he's got the calculator. Now I decided to show I believe just this one fight. But they were all almost identically the exact same battles. Except for just a different colored Shy Guy, so. But back what I was saying. That starting November, I'm gonna start I'm sort of starting another Let's Play. It's kind of actually one that I had recorded about 2 years ago, maybe 3. It's really hard to say. It was back when I was still living in Ohio before I had moved. And, me, my sister, my brother-in-law, we had all recorded a little hour recording session of Dokapon Kingdom, because we had wanted to do a co-op Let's Play of that, and while we did record an hour and a half's worth of it, which is not a whole lot, and considering how long that game is, sorry about that. Also, we equipped the damage dodge badge here, so that's actually really good. Now our guards will actually do one more in defense. Cake Mix is actually really good, because we'll see later this episode. But, so I'm gonna start the Dokapon Kingdom, Let's Play, even though I recorded it over 2 years ago, so it is very dated in some of my reactions to certain things, or some of my possible commentary. So, but, mostly uploading it because I'm gonna be recording with my siblings and, my brother-in-law again, because I'm gonna be going home for at least as long as that's the plan. I'm planning on going home for the holidays, in December. Upload should kind of still continue on the same pace unless they just run out of time to record stuff in advance. But it might be harder for Paper Mario. But Dokapon Kingdom will be starting starting in November and probably going on. Sorry, there was a bit of a, I don't know how that translated so well. The transition. Hopefully it's not going to be too big of a difference. We're bringing back the calculator. And this guy is apparently not smart enough to calculate sales without a calculator, but I guess I wouldn't be able to calculate sales without a calculator either, so. And I apologize if there's a slight lag in the audio, because like whenever it gets to a different spot in the recording of a transition, it kind of lags a slight bit. So we got the I Spy badge here, which will give off a sound effect and an icon if something is hidden in an area, which is actually really good. It's kind of the replacement of a certain partner in the 1,000-Year Door, I guess. Which is actually, which I actually kind of like this better because you can just kind of equip it and it's like constantly functioning, as opposed to a partner ability, which you have to use it every single area manually. And for only 1 badge point, it was definitely worth it to take off Close Call to just kind of have this on. And we're actually going to do some badge shopping. We have to actually leave the screen and come back. And he actually has some pretty good badges this time around. So I'll have to go over there to check. I was quickly checking over here to see if maybe I had missed any bulb guys, like how far I was along with the bulb quest. I don't know what the heck I'm doing right now, but so here I got our badge. We have the special double dip badge that lets you use 2 items during 1 turn, which is very nice. The Spin Smash, which is basically the Super Hammer attack from Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, at least I'm pretty sure it is. And Group Focus, which lets party members also use the Focus command. And I do get the Focus badge, but I don't use it right away because it does need a considerable amount of badge points that I don't have right now. So I wanted to get it for later, in case I need it. Being able to charge up with multiple allies like that could be handy, so I don't have to do just Mario, because usually, in most cases, Mario is the better partner. So here we're back in the... That was sudden. So we're back in the toy box, and we're gonna kind of continue with this. She's a little sad because his train's still missing. So we gotta bring the train back to this guy, you know, he's missing their train. He's like, well, we can't ride the little toy train, that'd be impossible. Put it back in his toy box. Now that was a confusing thing for me when he said that. So I actually had went around to different areas in the area and looked for possibly a toy box until the thought occurred to me, can we put it in through the outside? And we actually can, which is... It didn't take me very long to think of that, but I did long enough to check each area once more again. So I definitely didn't want to show all of that, especially now that I'm doing this post-commentary. There's no blind reaction to even have. But, so yeah, I'm gonna start putting up Dokapon Kingdom starting in December. It's gonna be a once-a-week type of thing because I don't have a lot of episodes of it, and I'll be recording more of it to extend it a little bit longer in December, and we'll go on till, you know, we run out of episodes. I'm also planning on recording another co-op game, a 4-player co-op game, with my brother-in-law, my sister Lakin, and probably my sister Hannah. Everyone might remember her as my co-op partner from Kirby's the Big Yarn. So the Toad here is super excited. It's, and anyway, the game I'll be planning on doing 4-player is, the Dungeons and Dragons arcade game, which I bought it for the Wii U collection. So I'm kind of looking forward to playing it with them. I also plan on playing with my little siblings as well. Tales of Symphonia, because I know how much they love that series and they want to play it with me. And I haven't played the first one before, so I'm like, oh, it might be a fun blind let's play, especially if I'm going to play it anyway. So, and that'll kind of go on at some point. So there's some things to look forward to. I'll probably be a little quiet through the month of December, just because of things like that and holiday. I'll also be possibly transferring to a new job soon-ish. Possibly by the end of the year, but who knows exactly when that'll be. I'll be leaving Chick-fil-A because I've been having quite enough of that with the hypocritical work environment I've been working in. And I'll be moving to Amazon, like the Amazon Fresh. I'll be probably working just in the warehouse. But, you know, for being paid for $13 an hour just to do regular labor, it's way better than getting paid just $10 to do probably more annoying labor and dealing with more annoying people. But you never know. So right over here, I'm looking around. This is kind of how it is to find these star pieces in the Thousand Year Door as well. So I figured it shouldn't be that hard. So there's a few different areas to check around here. And we're gonna actually run into do I continue down this area yet, or do I wait? Oh yeah, I switch. And there's that guy over there. He's on fire. Fry guy, that poor guy. We have another new area over here, and he got the first strike with his slingshot. And this guy is pretty cool looking, a pretty cool looking character. He is the spy guy. But I definitely didn't want to take any chances. I wanted to get rid of the medic first, so... The spy guy is not that difficult to guard against. He's actually pretty easy. But the spy guys, they're looking ready for war. This piggy camouflage, I thought he was wearing something else when I first saw him. So his stats are basically the same, but they change their weapons when they're attacked. And if you get hit by the hammer attack, you'll lose one of your action commands, one of your battle commands. It could be any of them, I believe. It could be tactics, it could be hammer, jump, items, star. In this case, he got rid of the item command, and he just kicks that away. I love that. That is so funny looking. But still not that much of a deal. And not a whole. I can't remember what else happens in this episode. Oh yeah, I remember. There's like one really long puzzle room. We got one more character, I think, to see for right now. Excuse me. We have ourselves a giant shy guy. He's the gourmet guy. Yeah, wow, he's huge. This guy ever stop eating? He looks like he'd eat until his stomach blew up. Everybody calls me the gourmet guy. I don't know why. I'm just an ordinary food-loving shy guy. I'm hungry. Dude, it's freaking, Thanksgiving. And you're still hungry? Anyway. I thought it'd be best not to just kind of feed this guy right away. And then I was right, because he said he wants cake. Something with frosting and cookie crumbles. And describing a cake like that actually sounds really good. But we do have the cake mix, so that's actually a pretty good thing. Now, if only we could have someone who could cook our cake mix. I did consider the nutty cake, but I think I ultimately decided not to, because, he wanted something sweet, and that's a nutty cake, so I thought, like, let's hold off for right now, and just come back and see what we can do later. And it ultimately ends up proving to be a pretty good idea, because I did remember we did have the cake mix, and that's a standard cake. I thought, like, they're supplying the cake mix in the dungeon, so perhaps they want us to actually use the cake mix. So we got Cammy here, throwing our next trap in our way with a thunderbolt. This room was actually a little bit of a puzzle. As far as I know, the monsters were not that big of a deal. Not too troubling. I say monsters, they're technically just enemies because they are still people. The way this room worked was a little bit weird, and that shy guy was very annoying. Especially in the place he was. But not too annoying that I couldn't take care of him. And there's that freaking lag again. I'll try and edit it down a little bit in editing. Hopefully. But we get the very powerful Defend Plus badge. I had just been talking about this in the actual commentary. But basically, we now have a badge that will basically up our defense stat. But it takes a whopping 6 badge points to use. Probably get badge points with our next level up so I can actually use it as opposed to just the guard command, because then I can just have natural defense even if I fail to guard. But if I can couple it with the guard badge, then I'll have 2 defense against certain attacks, which will be really good. Having a +1 in defense in a game that uses single digits as stats is really, really good. Now this little puzzle here took me a little bit of time. And from this point, I really didn't cut out any more fights because they were mostly pretty short to begin with. Like, it took me a little bit to realize exactly what they wanted me to do. Not too long. I mean, I knew I needed to get to the door, but it took me a little bit to realize how I was going to do it because I didn't actually see what was going on off screen. But it ultimately not very hard to do. So I can see that the shy guy is coming in. He goes in through the door. Now that I saw how that actually works, I didn't see it before. So now that I finish off this guy, I'll know exactly how to do it the next time. And see, I took about 1 turn, so not really that annoying. Again, sorry. I really hate this yawning I'm doing, but I had to get this post-commentary done so I could start getting the episode recorded. So here we go. That was pretty easy to figure out. I was able to use a bow to actually go intangible and completely dodge those guys, which is actually pretty good use of the situation, in my opinion. We also got the ice power badge, which lets us attack. I assume this one lets us stomp on fire enemies and do an extra 2 damage to them compared to normal enemies, which is really, really good. I don't know if I actually checked the badge point. It's probably about 2 or 3, I would think. We also got the frying pan. So now we can take this back to Tasty's and, you know, give her her stuff back. I believe I end up actually just kind of walking back, but not that huge of a deal. And them Shy Guys ain't got nothing on me. They can't catch me. They don't know where I've been. And again, sorry about the yawning. I didn't feel that tired, so I started commentating and just looking at a blank screen with no sound. Because to be honest, I turned off the sound, and I'm just kind of using watching the video as I commentate. So I apologize if most of my commentary has so little to do with what's going on. And I know for a blind Let's Play, that's a terrible thing to do, but for post commentary and a blind Let's Play, not much else that can be done. So I do really apologize for this happening, but there really wasn't any way for me to go back and do it, because you saw me save mid-recording, so I was kind of stuck with it. Next episode, though, should not have this type of issue. I already had a whole recording session with Tides of Destiny with no problems with the mic, so it might have just been a mic issue. I really do need to get a new webcam mic, because this old one I've had this for about as long as I was dating Wendy, and then up to now, so definitely, close to 5 years, actually? Anyway, so she's sad because the frying pan's been stolen by Shy Guy. But we got it back. Oh, Mario, my dear frying pan. You saved it from the Shy Guys. Thank you so much, Mario. But I'm going to make you something extra special. And... here's the cake. And you got cake. So we didn't necessarily have to... This is the most delicious cake. I tasted it with my late darling's heart. Aw, poor man. I swore I would never make it again, but you're very special, Mario. Just one bite will make anyone go gaga. So, and we can either use this cake, or we can use a cake mix cake. That's what to supply it for. But that'll do it for this episode of Paper Mario Blind. I hope to see you guys next time, where it's not post-commentary. So I'll see you guys then.